Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. I want to give you an update on the weather, especially as you're heading throughout the morning time. We do have some scattered light showers, mainly east of I-55 right now. For us here in Jackson, still dealing with some light mist, and we also saw some mist and fog around for the morning time. So again, just be careful on those roadways. They're quite wet out there. We do have a stationary front across the southeast. Again, that is our current weather maker, but also that winter storm is going to kind of ride along that boundary as we head into the weekend. The latter half of the morning does look a little bit more dry. Most of the rain will stay east of I-55. Eventually will be mainly dry heading into the overnight hours. We can't rule out the stray shower chance, but it does look like things will begin to become more dry as we start off our Friday. Again, we're 2 days out from that winter storm. Greatest impacts will be west of the Natchez Trace, especially for the Mississippi Delta. Highest impacts there. We're watching for impactful ice, again, to roadways, but also to those power lines and dangerous cold. Still uncertain is that precipitation type. Our models have changed in the last 24 hours. The National Weather Service did put out a winter storm watch. Again, most of these counties, it's for noon Friday through 6 p.m. on Sunday, mostly for counties along and west of I-55, but again, Attala, Leake, as well as Rankin County is including this, as well as Walthall County. Winter storm warning off for Oklahoma, even now stretching into Arkansas. Just a clear sign that there is some winter weather that is on the way for our area. Now here's the latest model update. Now we are in range to have a high resolution model come into the picture. The system also has been lingering a little bit. So that means, or slowing down, that means that we could have some winter precipitation overnight into Saturday morning, but overall the chance looks lower than it will be for Saturday night into Sunday morning. Still scattered showers around for the early morning hours. I would say by mid-morning, really just need to be at home and just hunkering down. Again, that freezing line with this latest model run, now it does line up with the Natchez Trace corridor with Jackson still being into those low to middle 30s. Again, this system is constantly changing, just depends on what the air temperature is, how far down the Arctic air can plunge into our area. As you can see, the Delta is below freezing, and this is Saturday evening, but Hattiesburg still into those 40s. So again, this system is ever changing due to the very temperature dependent factor of this system. Again, heavy rain overnight into Sunday morning. Sadly, Sunday around midnight is really going to where our high resolution models start to get out of the picture. So we're going to switch over to the Euro model. The Euro model was right on this last week's system, and it's been pretty consistent and correct as we head towards this weekend as well. A lot of models starting to shift to agree with it. Again, they are agreeing that that freezing line will mainly be west of the Natchez Trace, if not along the Natchez Trace, especially for Sunday afternoon. What that means is that for us here in Jackson, we're going to get a mix of probably some winter precipitation, but also rain. Again, when we have the greater risk for that winter precipitation, that means that, again, those power lines will be more affected rather than if it's just rain, because it does need something to create an ice crystal on. This is the most, I would say, aggressive model when it comes to our ice, but I would rather you be prepared and then we get a little bit less ice instead of not preparing you enough. So again, threats look lower for the Pine Belt, especially less than 1/10 of an inch of accumulating ice, but 1/4 of an inch for us here in Jackson. Higher amounts towards Canton as well as Yazoo City, upwards of 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. Again, we only need 1/4 of an inch to have an ice storm, and also that's 200 pounds on those power lines. So again, try to stay indoors, no road trips this weekend, limit the travel, but also prep that safety kit in case you lose power. Also, you need to drip those faucets through early next week and charge up those devices. One, so you can talk to family and friends, keep them in the loop, but also check on your weather updates through us. We're going to have team coverage over the weekend, most likely. Feels like temperature is down to the single digits, waking up Monday. Things improving for Tuesday, but notice your low temperature is still below freezing all the way from Sunday morning through the middle of the week. So again, still could have some slick spots on roadways, especially bridges and overpasses as we head towards this next week. Next week is just going to be bitterly cold, not going to make it out of the 40s. So again, that's our main threat. Prepare for that dangerous cold. Temperature is not going to make it out of the 30s. For Sunday and Monday, low temperatures into the teens starting off this next week. So thanks for joining me today. Of course, stay up to date with Storm Team 12. We're going to keep you updated following